Afternoon. It's Sunday morning. I finished this piece yesterday, but I'm working on my next one, which is going to be more of a conventional collage. This is all, nothing's glued down except the glasses, and there's going to be more to it than that. But this one, sorry about that. This is at the edge of my field of vision. I'm holding the phone up as high as I can to get it in there. Anyways, this one, I just finished gluing that again. It broke off. Just because it's on the edge there, and it happened to, because of leverage, something happened and I snapped it off. But there's some pieces of art there that are finished. I still have to coat that abstracting back with something, a clear coat. There are some pieces that they're either blank or actually, obviously, the piece in the back. I've started working on that. There's some stuff I just, like most of the stuff, I've just saved it from the landfill. What else have I got to show you? Not anything really. Yeah, I got to get rid of that. It's a nice big piece of steel, so it's worth something in terms of scrap when I get a whole bunch more, but that means storing a whole bunch more, and that's just a pain. I mean, there's only so much room in the world. Anyways, well, I got a whole bunch of plastic there to work with. I could make some really cool steampunk stuff. This is full, that's full, so I've got all kinds of stuff to work with. I will be doing that, but one thing at a time. I mean, there's only so many hours in a day, and there's only so many days in a life. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So I wanted to make a longer video. I don't know, I've heard it both ways. Make a bunch of shorts or make a longer video and spend more time and make it quality and blah, blah, blah. I look at it this way. I watch all kinds of videos, political commentary and how to make videos and how to do this, how to do that. I mean, all kinds of tutorials. I just pulled up Johnny Rivers' Memphis. I'm going to learn to play that correctly because I know how to play the chunks in the middle. The introduction and the ending, I have my own way of playing it, but it's wrong. So I pulled up a tutorial on how to play the Johnny Rivers version, which is a version I always play. I guess Chuck Berry did a version. There's a few of them out there. Anyways, if there's anybody in the Miami area that are interested, those are two 9-volt batteries. Those are kids rollerblades, size 5 through 8. The battery's good. I metered them out. I have the meter right there in the back. I actually bought that because, that's another thing. All these batteries that come from vapes, most of them are good. And if they're not good, I mean, if they're discharged, they could still be recharged. So, and there are videos on that. You can make a power bank. You can make a power bank as big as you want. They're small, 1.3 volts, something like that. I could look, but that would mean having to put on my glasses and pick one up and get in the light, and they all got tiny printing on them. But as I said, all that stuff's covered in tutorials, so if you want to do something like that, I mean, I find those vapes, and this really, for me, it's somewhat of a matter of distress. Just the stuff that we throw out. I find batteries all the time, like AA's, AAA's, on the streets. Those things, and we're here in Miami. Everything not everything, but a lot of the stuff on the streets is just going to end up in the bay. We're talking the oceans. We're talking, this is where life began, and still, these are the means by which this planet, the life on this planet, survives. You kill the oceans, everything else follows. Maybe not the bacteria buried deep in the earth, but basically, you kill the oceans, you've just screwed up everything for at least the higher forms of life. And why would we do that? Because we don't care. Either we don't care or we're just ignorant. People don't know what nature is like. People don't care to know. And I'll tell you what, here in Miami, I mean, people are just so horrifically juvenile, immature, aggressive, dense. The cars in this city, it's like every 10th car, it wants to be as loud as possible. And it's like a competition. You hear these cars going by, and they backfire. I mean, they're so freaking loud, and they backfire. And that backfire is specifically tuned in to the engine, because they all do it. You know, it's like part of the system. They'll be stomping down on the gas, and as soon as they let up, as soon as the car goes into a little idle right there, boom, 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 boom. And it's just like, well, you know, right now we're experiencing this period of politics and government where the doofus in charge is trying to be an authoritarian, and fortunately he doesn't have the chops of a, say, Hitler, because we're talking the USA, biggest military in the history of militaries. He could do some real damage, and he's trying to do that. He's trying to force them out onto the streets of America, and they're pushing back because they don't want, that's not their role. The thing that is one of the really, really, really great things about this country is the military has always strived to be apolitical. They're here to fight foreign wars. That's it. That's their job. They're good at it, and that's what they do. They don't want to go to the streets of America and police the streets and have to deal with that nonsense. But, okay, I think I've made this long enough, and you've seen everything I have to offer, which reminds me, right now, even including that beautiful abstract, which took me a long time to finish, I'm offering everything up for $20. Anything you see here, if you want a piece, it's $20. Just contact me. Here is, well, it's a game I'm playing with myself, I guess. I am going to start at $20 and then every month sell a piece for twice as much as whatever the standard was the month before. So $20, $40, $80, $160. I had it written down because it doesn't work out exactly evenly, so I got to figure out the numbers again. I lost that stuff. I'm constantly losing stuff. It's just part of this lifestyle. But I want to get to $37,000 in 6 months. And why 37,000, you ask? Here's a compass rose, just to keep you interested. Why 37,000? Well, because I like that number. Anyways, who was it? Oh, Bustamante, that CIA dude that's on the internet, former CIA. Anyways, one thing that he threw out there is they told him, just, I guess, well, for two reasons, because you'll accomplish a wild goal and just for practice in challenging yourself. But he was told by his handlers, make the most extreme goal that you possibly can, and then throw everything you have into it and see if you can achieve it. And when he said that, I thought, you know what? Sell a painting for $37,000 in 6 months. That's going to be my goal. And I took $37,000 and I split it in half, $18,500, and then I kept going down, half, till I got to the first month. And at some point, you know, you're getting into change, and I didn't want to charge change for anything, so I would always round up. So whenever the numbers started to get too stupid, I'd just round up until I got 6 months down the road and it was only $20. So I'm offering everything up this month for $20, hopefully sell one piece, and then next month all I have to do is I can offer everything up for $40, and if I sell one piece next month, offer everything up for $80, and just keep doing that until 6 months have gone by. And I'm famous. All the stuff that I have sold is now hanging on the walls of people who are just pleased as punch, because now they own an original Matthew Tubicine, which is worth, oh my God, it's worth how much? And I paid $20 for it? Oh man, best investment I ever made. So yeah, I'm going to become rich and famous. Trust me on this. Trust me. There's my music stand. What do you think? By the way, meet Betsy and Betsy 2. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to become rich and famous, so start buying my stuff now before it's costing you $37,000, even though it's still worth more than that. Who wants to spend $37,000 when you could spend $20,000? So come on, let's do this, people. All right, well, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.